Hey guys, it's Heat Dude. I guess I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the angry video game nerd, or I guess also known as James Rolfe, who has literally been on the internet or doing all those angry video game nerds or angry video game nerd videos since like fucking 2004. Which is crazy because I mean, like, I didn't even know who he was in 2004, but I guess again, this dude has become. It's funny because I've been watching this dude for 6 years now, and only in that 6 years I've realized how influential his videos have become in the past. I guess more than 20 years now since he's been on the internet. I'm like, this dude has like, bro, like, again, I don't even know, but like, this dude has literally. It feels like he's pioneered the fucking internet video game reviewing days. It's like it's crazy. Like even when he was still doing this back in the day, he was still labeled as the angry Nintendo nerd instead of the angry video game nerd, which I guess is what he changed his name to back in the day. If I'm gonna be really honest with you, when I first heard the theme song, it kind of in my opinion, it kind of gave off to me a little bit of a Green Day vibe or like an early 2000s rock vibe. I don't know. It's like I never heard anything like that before in my life when I first watched his videos. But I guess the guy who sang the theme song, or I guess performed it, was I guess a dude named Kyle Justin, who plays the guitar guy in his videos. But I don't know. I mean, I guess he hasn't been in his videos for some time, which I don't know. I mean, why? I don't fucking know. But again, it's crazy how much this dude's really done in the past more than 20 years. It's like he's gotten a fucking movie based off of the character. I'm like, this dude goes from being a YouTuber to be making a fucking movie about the character and like having a soundtrack for the movie as well. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, not to mention, like, this dude is even, I guess, I think I remember like 5 years ago, I think they even made like a cartoon with him in it where I guess he was literally just, I don't know, getting into some hijinks with fucking Duck Hunt. But again, I haven't seen the video in some time, so I really do not remember. But again, I think I do remember watching the video. I just don't remember what the actual video was about other than Duck Hunt. I mean, also there's a video he uploaded like back in 2013 where he even like played and reviewed as the nerd, just literally him playing basically games of him, where I guess where he's literally in video games, which again that's pretty damn cool. Not to mention he literally came out with one of his own games of the Anger Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe on PlayStation 4. Now that's some like cool ass shit. Like a dude who just literally reviews video games is literally in a video game himself. I'm like, I guess from his knowledge, well, I mean, how did he think that he was actually going to be in his own video game, even though he literally reviewed terrible video games himself as the angry video game nerd. I mean, I do remember, I guess or I guess remember hearing him and Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic, which I don't usually. If you guys have ever heard of him, I guess he was another age-old fucking reviewer from the early 2000s, which I don't honestly have the. I don't even have to muster up the energy to really talk about this dude because I don't. For one, I used to watch his videos, and two, I don't watch him anymore for many, many reasons. Like, there's a lot of shady shit going on behind the scenes of Channel Awesome, I think I remember, but like I haven't seen any of Doug Walker's Nostalgia Critic videos in some time because of that. And that's why I just don't usually choose to talk about him. But like with James Rolfe, like honestly, that's why I like his videos because it doesn't really. It seems like he loves what he's doing, and it's like there hadn't been many bad things that really are said about him. Like honestly, I know Doug Walker started doing his YouTube journey like way back in July 3rd of 2007, which I think is whenever he started being the nostalgia critic or something. I'm like, I don't know. I know there was like a debate which was like more Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic, or James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, which honestly, in my opinion, there ain't no fucking debate. It's James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. I know probably nowadays people probably would argue like people, James was better when he was in this prime, or he's better, when he first started, which, again, to be fair, I don't really watch any of his newer shit. I usually watch some of his, like, classic or older shit, because I guess that's what kind of, my opinion, where he really shined, but honestly, some of the videos I also do like he's also done is the ones where he's like just showing off his older cameras and just basically just not actually just being the nerd for once. Basically just being himself, which, again, you don't usually use. I guess you see YouTubers do that, but, like, he's one of those YouTubers where it's like, again, he does a really good job doing it. Not to mention he did a video where he said he refused to watch the, 2016 Ghostbusters, which, again, that's a valid thing to do. If you don't want to really go to the theater and waste your money on a movie that you probably know is going to be bad, why waste your time? And it's like, Ghostbusters 1984, Ghostbusters 2, and Ghostbusters Afterlife, and even Frozen Empire would probably look better than 2016, which, again, I could be wrong, but personally, it's like, I don't know. The one thing I do love, because I literally just watched the theme, where I guess it was where, Kyle Justin was literally singing the theme, the Angry Video Game Nerd. And it really, in my opinion, goes to show how much the Angry Video Game Nerd stays with people and how much of a... It's funny because, like, he's reviewed nostalgia and, like, he's literally basically just became nostalgia himself. It's like, that's insane to me. Like, he becomes nostalgia bit by just really reviewing nostalgia. It's like, I mean, in my opinion, that's fucking cool. Like, again, I also love one of my favorite videos he's done is the Amiga CD where he reviews this Amiga CD32. Like, oh my god, like, one of the jokes I love is where he literally straight up says is like being a mascot for this is like being a mascot for a porta potty company, or like I take that back, being a mascot for a porta potty company would be better than being a mascot for this cockamamie console. Which is just one of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, I don't know where he comes up with this. I feel like, does he write his own jokes, or do people write the jokes? I even love where he literally straight up got Macaulay Culkin to literally star in one of his videos where he literally reviewed the Home Alone games. I'm like, bro, that was like one of the best things I've ever seen on YouTube in my life. It's like, not to mention he even got Gilbert Gottfried, like that, like rest in peace to that dude. But where I guess he was playing as this dude named Fred Fox, who made this game called Life of Black Tiger, I guess. Not to mention he even did a video where he's literally talking about Game Boy accessories or something, or accessories. Like, honestly, like, it just, again, I didn't really know much about the Game Boy until I watched that video, because the only thing I only knew about Game Boy, when I was 10 was, the Game Boy Advance SP that I've had for 15 years. And, like, I even seen the James and Mike Mondays video where he literally plays Mario Paint. Like, before I seen that, Like, I did not even, because when I watched it, like, it looks such a, like, an addicting type art style game. Like, that kind of makes me want to play, because I know it's on the Nintendo Switch too, but I don't know. Again, a lot of games are coming out on this Nintendo Switch 2 online, and it just kind of makes me be like, who cares? Like, not to mention all the shit that James Rolfe, angry video game nerd, has literally, made fun of, like, about ALJN. It's like, honestly, like, whenever he literally mentioned the fucking, I think it was the LJN in a video art episode where I guess he literally straight up said LJN and video, or I guess he literally mentioned it's already bad enough to monopolize the dysfunctional video games now to make the whole fucking console the biggest turd LJN ever shat. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Which personally, I don't know. I could be wrong, but video art just kind of, it looks almost as worse as a fucking Edge a Sketch toy. Like that I used to play with when I was a kid. Like, personally, Mario Paint looks better than that. But then I guess he mentions games like Art Alive on the Sega Genesis, which I didn't really play either. But again, it does look pretty damn interesting. Not to mention, he also mentioned, I think it was also on the Sega Genesis, I think it was called Wacky, I think it was called Wacky Worlds Creativity Studio with, I think, Sonic the Hedgehog or something. Which, again, it was another one I'd never really played because, again, I wasn't around in the 90s when these video games came out. But, again, most of these videos, it's like, again, he literally puts all his effort into making these videos, in my opinion. It's like, it kind of feels like it's like a funny history video game lesson. It's like, this dude's literally had like 18 seasons of this goddamn web series on YouTube. I'm like, bro, like, never stop making this fucking series. Like, again, he does a damn good job of making it. So yeah, I guess that's it today for me talking about James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. I don't know if I'm going to do a part 2 or 3 to this. So, yeah, I guess leave a comment down below if you guys want to subscribe, share. I'll see all you guys there. Peace out.